Heat already got tagged, spam through the walls. Aspas is taking a little bit of damage in exchange, but Mazzino is on the prowl. Look at the pathing that he takes. Goes around 410, manages to get around the site, and then strike. That's a really nice setup.
Yeah, and from the frenzy buy as well. Shy's back sight though. He gets 3 to the round. Salvation. It's down to a 1v1 now. Melzer.
He's got a ghost, no armor. Aspas is so weak, and Melzer cleans it up. KRU get the pistol.
And now a freeze to the round, it seems like. Ooh, a little bit of jitters from Mazzino. Oh my gosh, Aspas takes out Kesnet in the head-to-head.
The harbor wall is going to be going down soon. They take a step back. They throw a freeze on the round, wait for the Viper utility to go up, and then commit. Aspas already getting one is Shy, who was the hero in the previous round, is looking to do a bit of the same.
And these positions right now are very good for Leviatán. Crossfires around the whole site, Doug.
You definitely don't want to start this series by getting ecoed in the second round, but it certainly seems like that's the case. Heat's left alone in a 1v4. He has a Guardian, and 3 members are so weak. But can he pull it off? No. Again, harbor wall goes up. And Lev push forward. Shy has been spotted. The spam through from MTA is nice. And so Aspas is now down. KRU out onto the side and get planted. On the swing, Kesnet falls. MTA continuing to cause problems. He was good yesterday, but Tex with 4. That'll do it. But he does have a rifle in hand. Shy is gone already.
But you know, more aggression from the side of KRU, and they're just getting punished across the board here. This should be a free kill as well.
They just have the whole map so well considered.
It looks so easy from the side of Leviatán right now on hold. Tex, he's looking to get a third into the round, build up towards that lockdown, and he will get it.
We'll see how it continues to play out. Again, KRU in a desperate need to start to at least try to get a 5v4 numbers advantage, but Aspas continues to cause problems. Shy's in a really good spot here. Can he get out? No. Aspas with 3 on the round with help over the top, too. He was not able to get out, not able to survive. MTA getting a little bit forward. Oh, 1-for-1 there, but again, in a 4v2, those numbers just don't add up.
On paper. Ooh, King, another punish on the walk-up.
The other, they know exactly where he is. He's just a prey that's waiting to be hunted down, and that's exactly what happens.
I don't know, the money's looking kind of rough right now. I think these Guardians just want to get any type of kills. That Sheriff kill from MTA is good, because they have a full buy in the next round. They got rifles on the board.
Player standing.
Kesnet at 350, Shy at 400. Heat not able to find a second kill.
Pick, he does have that attack operator, and he knows he's jump peeking this angle. There it is! What a heads-up play from Lev. He snuck on right past everybody here.
He's got to hear all of that, too. Oh, settle. Only able to find one. I thought there was going to be more to be feasted upon.
Yeah, this round is over. Shy gets picked off. Lev finding that classic, you know, late flank, this time using the Sobalt on it. So I guess from the side of KRU, it is... God, the pistol round was so great from KRU, too. It's just... you can't convert that second round. You make it so hard on yourself, and now you just having to do crazy pushes. You're getting punished back and forth. I mean, if you peek this, surely you drop. Yeah, it's too easy right now. Oh,
no. Not like this, bro. Not like this. He just geared all over him.
We're up 7-1.
Removed.
Shy continues to be crispy.
Yeah.
He's hit a couple of really nice shots today.
Not getting picked off first like that.
Yeah, Shy's snappy today. Alpha swing you, and he's probably going to get the kill, but Lev do such a good job of maintaining these protocols at the beginning of the round that deny. But again, Lev with a heavy lean towards B, and there's not a lot here as far as defenses go. A couple of rounds ago, it was Melzer. This time it was Heat.
And then he instas him. Kesnet can't quite connect the shots onto Aspas. He's not warmed up whatsoever into this match so far. You got to get warmed up into this. Yeah. Oh, he might not save that rifle. Tex will take him out because of the dart from Com.
Meanwhile, Tex has a lot to play around. If he can get into a post-play position here, they're going to have a lot of room that they can buy and a lot of time they can bleed off this clock. Again, the spike has been ticking this entire time. What can KRU do to force their way back into this? Kesnet is weak. Shy's already dead. Tried getting a little bit of high ground as King snaps onto the second. Can he find a third? Yes, he can. The guy just continues to deliver. Borderline flawless. It's just been really tough sledding for KRU this entire time, man. And I don't know where I see a bit of a difference. You've got these setup protocols at the beginning of the round, just like this. Calm hits a nice start. Heat's the one who gets the kill. That 1-2 punch is... I said something like that on the desk the next day, and I was corrected. Space said I was wrong, and then I was embarrassed, and Twitter made fun of me, and, you know, all that stuff. So I'm trying to avoid that one, but yeah, it was bad. The Viper wall that cycles, and they haven't done anything to clear back sight.
No one's looking at Calm whatsoever. Calm takes a shock dart in the middle of 4 players facing him. And that's his demise into that. That's 4 kills for the side of KRU on this A execute.
But this seems like another pistol the way of KRU. Kesnet getting a couple kills.
It all starts with this round. We saw them get eco'd last time around. A lot of players getting chipped low.
Yeah, but no kills found quite yet. King finally gets on the board in this round, but there's not much else that's going their way. Shy, an unfortunate casualty in a situation like that, feeling himself. That's all he could really do. He gets through on the round. KRU get their third. Shy feeling some of the pressure already. Aspas and Tex have denied so much of that space, and Shy's the first to fall. Behind back yellow. This time they were pulling Shy A main. Heat's down.
Can this spike be diffused? Sorry, Doug. Can this spike be diffused from behind the wall?
See, that angle is tricky. And if Calm's kind of holding over the top, you're right, it might be disaster, or it might not matter. We might not even find out.
Yeah, you don't even need to.
Meltzer gets his 2 parting kills on the way up, and Leviatán gets him at point.
He's just going for it. Oh my.
He spots him, what?
That's ridiculous. Leviatán giving all sight again, and they're just gonna get free picks left and right once more.
Dude, Tex just like plays his space. He just played his time, waited for the wall to go down, and he was there to greet. They've invested the harbor wall on the other side to section off the site and to section off the spike. Calm on a tap and the cove is up. He can stick this if they don't respect it. It's already come through, but he's going to hold it the entire way. There's nothing to stop it. There was nothing to stop Leviatán.
And it looks like Kesnet's alone in garage. But there's a follow-up trade because King overheated, peeking outside of the garage.
Aspas dashing through, all attention drawn that way. Now you've got a couple of swings coming out from Lev, and they're ill-advised as Meltzer's able to get a couple of kills. Aspas still stuck. Tex trying to draw as much attention, his eyes as he can, and he cannot. KRU get the pistol. It seemed like MTA was the one who was going to be scooping up the door, but in the closing moments, they handed it over to Heat. He's managed to get past the cam, and King is dead. This is really nice timing from Shy once more.
Good job.
That's a nicer, 2 nicer shots.
Oh, spacing is not too good right now from the side of KRU. It's getting scrappy.
They're all lit up, but the spam from Heat keeps them back. For a moment there, it was sinking in once more. Wow. Trying to navigate through the fault line, and that's a really nice opener onto Aspas. Mazzino's stun should be up soon. Yeah, it's up now. Kesnet getting aggressive. King getting cleaned up, but they hold them back. What a heroic hold from Mazzino and Calm.
Yeah, they're still stuck behind the smoke, though. The cage pops up. Graffiti gets taken out. Aspas traded. There's trades across the board. It's left to Kesnet alone in a 1v3, and he can't do anything. He gets swung by 2 players.
Oh, they contested the Rolling Thunder, too. Kesnet was the only one who kind of found some safe passage.
But the fighting squad from Leviatán, 4 members sitting and facing KRU head on, winning the trades. It's up to Heat alone.
With the Stinger in hand, 1 point away from having his ult online, gets his first. As you see the exchange of utility at the beginning of A main, often commonplace, but this time there's a little bit more behind it for Lev. They invest the paranoia, they invest the stun. Kills are traded 1 for 1, and that continues to be the case. But they overcook, they overheat, they feed Calm as Lev gets his 4th. Smoke out towards A main, the shock dart, the spam, geez. Calm gets a kill.
Yeah, he's not falling for that lurk smoke, Doug.
No.
He's going for more, feeling it a little too much.
And where we see Kesnet push the pace. And against most other teams, he finds success with it, but this time, a bit more of a tempered approach. Takes a step back, Tex with the op now. Do they try to force their way into this site? Aspas has already gotten out. He's in the corner. Kesnet with 3 on it. Make that 4 as KRU get their 3rd. Tag down to almost nothing on the swing, and the smoke somehow stays alive. Vying, finding a second lease at life, but Kesnet continues to light things up. 2 on the round for him as KRU gets the spike down.
The reaction for KRU needs to be instant, but it's not instant enough. Aspas gets the trade onto Kesnet.
Not quite deep enough, though. Shy's able to take a step back. He's been isolating it down into 1. It's now dropping the camp, but against Aspas, this is going to be such a difficult fight to win. Do you call the bluff? He's holding it all the way. You've got to get on the swing. Hotspot swings at just the right time. Wow. If he's at a good place, he might be able to impact the play from there, but it doesn't matter now. He's dead. He's caught on the rotate. Caught in motion. Kesnet getting dropped by King as he gets 2. Make that 3. No. I thought he was done, but Melser's able to trade. 2v2 now on the side. Melser trying to get a little too cheeky, but again, a magnetic snap.
From Leviatán, he could do some mad damage right here. Oh, he gets the burst. That might be a little bit too early. I say that, but the poise for him to sit in window is great. Now Texas on an island, Doug.
Yeah, he's got no help anywhere near him. He's going to have to hold this back on his own, and another falls at the hands of Shy. So that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt a lot. But the TP out for Melser. He tries to buy some time, manages to stay alive for a little bit longer as MTA tees off. KRU gets a 4. That certainly seems to be the case with the Hunter's Fury, with the dart over the top.
Favor of Leviatán. They're already flooding back sight.
Fully disrespecting the smokes, but it just wasn't enough. I mean, I thought for a second their LEV was pushing the pace a little bit too fast, but they're going to get to 7. The defuse comes through, and they have a lot of really good tools when it comes to retake. They've got Sova's util, Breach's util. There's a lot to play around.
To use dart, shock darts, or anything for the side of Leviatán. I say that, and Osmos gets picked off by Kesnet.
The paranoia was a little early. It's not going to tag onto anyone. The shock was a little early too. Now KRU are just going to try to force their way into this. Mazzino trying to hold things back from Graffiti, only able to find 2. Calm left in a 1v3. His position was really nice to be able to strike on the 1. Oh, it gets down to Shy with 40 HP staying alive.
Shy just needs to hold garage window.
Yeah, Kesnet backside plucks Calm out of the sky. A really nice shot there as Garage falls too. They're going to try to overwhelm him, but there are too many targets to deal with on both sides. Heat is going to get the defuse to half, 3/4 of the way. LEV falls apart, and KRU tied us up at 7. Dash stun through, and LEV might take a quick step back here, but they have so many members invested out onto the site. I don't know that they can cut their losses and get away.
Cover going out.
And I also don't know that they know that there are 2 members on site. Oh, yeah, they're right under them. Now they know. Now they've been found out. All kills going the way of LEV.
Some decent damage done from the side of KRU as well, and Kesnet gets his head taken off.
Yeah, they're not looking.
Break this. Oh, they're going to break and swing. Calm, he gets punished.
He was in his util, and they flood off of that. As soon as the trip goes down, the kills go up for KRU. Aspat's on the swing, able to punish Heat, grab the spike, and instead of swinging back out, they want to take the fight, and that's exactly what they do.
Wow.
King has to be ready. That's exactly what he was. Clutch. That makes it, I mean, borderline impossible to hold the site. And then they continue to scale past it, not just satisfied with getting the site. They're hunting you down, buddy. Kesnet on the trade, able to get 1, but that's the only success they find. Meanwhile, Aspas bringing out the finger guns, the swing out, and a clean shot from Melser. MTA's in a really nice spot here, too. He's going to spot Tex, trying to find safe passage across into the smoke. This hold is beautiful from KRU. You can't let this one slip away. Who knows? It's a big round there.
Wow.
And a really nice start from Mazzino on the other side.
That's not something you see every day.
KRU are trying to be opportunistic about this, feeling the pressure that's going in through B. They try to push out towards Garage, and they find success. Now keep an eye on Melser. He's been caught. Shy was pushing it too. He finds Mazzino.
This was such a disgusting round from the side of KRU, Doug.
Spike down mid.
Unbelievable round. A Telestrator-worthy round. Last time it was C-Link. This time it's A-Link. Are they going to punish?
They're both blind. They were both paranoid. King, really nice timing on the swing. And Aspas gets caught a little bit too far. They've pushed the pace. They've pushed the envelope in ways that were ill-advised. A little bit more of a 1-for-1. Common Mazzino, only 2 that remain. That Rolling Thunder's from really far. They can do to delay this. They can do so many things to deny this, but they've run out of numbers. KRU come back from the dead to tie us up at 10.
And KRU, they look so collected. MTA sneaking through the smoke. He gets traded out.
They've got enough resources here backside. Aspas on the swing. There was a stun. He's able to get him 1. 2 remaining left on the defense. One of them backside with 10 seconds left. They managed to get enough breathing room to commit to getting the spike down.
They had to commit to be there. On the side of Leviatán. Ooh, Tex gets taken out, walking into the crosshairs of Kesnet. Not connecting onto any players.
Mazino stuck, and I don't know that they know. Aspas is going to be the first fall. Calm finding value off of his Hunter's Fury. King tries to take Garage, and he can't. Mazino's still here. He was never dealt with. He's going to fall. He almost finds a second, but Heat's on the trade to play around, but they do have spam.
Oh,
and that spam might be enough. They've got to see the Tracers coming in from high ground. Melser with 8 HP. Can Calm guess right? Can he find the right target? He dropped the weapon. He's fumbled the bag. The Red Bull clutch for KRU.
How many members of KRU are here, Doug?
This is going to be a mess. They've got 4 members here. The only one who's not by a shot. He's playing all the way back towards C, but Melser keeping him back on his own as best as he can alongside Heat. They run into a brick wall. A difficult task, a 1v3. He's got a no shies waiting around the other side. He's gotten it a little bit closer, a 1v2 now. With dart in hand and drone to play around, spotting one, not realizing the second was closer. Very well done. Might be a few more moments before he gets that back up.
Good stun to compensate from the side of Kesnet, though, Doug.
Mazino's on the swing, able to clean up MTA. Oh, he wasn't able to get the ult off! Tex still playing back here. He drops his ult at the worst possible time. It's Calm again. In a clutch situation. The stun spotting the first. He's healthy, and the members of KRU are not. Do they dare swing? Do they force Calm to take the fight on his terms? Shy with 3. The defuse will come through. KRU take Haven.
Winning every single pistol would be absolutely massive. That's a good start to do so.
And see LEV or defensive teams forced to fight. They have to flood into the smoke. They want to try to disrupt some of this spam setup. The paranoia through it. Now we're starting to see the flood come in, but Aspas doesn't even get out. Not even able to fully clear the smoke. Mazino's left alone. It seems like another pistol the way of KRU. That's exactly what it is. Oh, a little bit of noise. The game's being played. I mean, you're just waltzing into a slaughter. Calm able to get a couple in exchange. Another shot dart invested. If Kesnet dashes and slides around any sort of threat, Heat cleans him up. Mazino the last to stand with the frenzy. And there's really not much footing to be found there.
When it comes to those plays, when it comes to those thrifties, Tex, he's trying to finesse in the backside right now. He's going to be met by multiple players.
His positioning is really nice, but he's not able to capitalize on it. Kesnet's able to clean him up, and now LEV on the attempt to push back. The flash timing is gorgeous. Wow, getting 2 with the frenzy there.
That was insane, Doug. How did he connect those shots? And now it's up to King in a 1v3.
The Cam's going to tag him on the first, and they're going to try to swing ahead of it. He's able to clean up 1. He's gotten it down to the very last target.
The approach from KRU to not just play off of what they see and feed into the hands of Leviatán. As I say that, I don't know how King gets that kill. Right on the cross.
They're all waiting on the other side, but the paranoia is so nice from King. That causes a swing for Mazino, but it's only 1 found. Now Aspas arrives at the scene, and he's instantly dismissed, instantly dealt with.
30 seconds left.
It seemed like KRU were the ones who were trapped. They were the ones who were stuck, but they're the ones left standing.
Now it's all up to Tex with his stinger. The spray and pray didn't work for 2 of his other members, but it's working for him right now.
He's got the stinger forward. It's the right weapon if he can swing out and punish, but he can't.
King might get spammed here.
Oh, almost read it. King's the one who killed him. Now Melser repositioning. A very bold swing there, but no target found. Comp tried to peek on the other side of smoke, but he was hit by the stun. He had nowhere to go. And so LEV continued to slow walk into Melser's crosshair. It's another round for KRU. Kesnet pops his ult. Mazino's. Oh, he was looking at the wrong target. I thought he had him.
I know exactly.
He did too. Really nicely handled by Aspas, but again, Shy is on the trade.
Enemy remaining.
Shy on the lurk as well, catching out King. Tex left to his devices. He's alone and Spawn in a really good spot right now to get a big buffer. This is.
But then they reset, and now instead of focusing on this B main space, he was all the way at mid. It's actually KRU who tried to accelerate. KRU who tried to take the space, and the fall line from such a distance is so well timed. A notable one too, and it seems to be growing. Yeah, I think that's the only way they can really deal some damage here. It doesn't even matter if they die. They're going to have so much to buy with, but it's a flawless round out from LEV.
You can hear the Neon running away.
But there was enough to draw out utility. Aspas used his stun. But now Aspas filling in on the space. He's got his ult. He's got a kill. Calm investing in with it. A brutal duo that they're going to have to navigate around, but somehow the road has been cleared. MTA getting a couple here, giving the numbers advantage to KRU, but Mazino instantly snatching it back. Now twos apiece with the spike not quite in hand yet. Mazino single-handedly. Great drone. Dashing away, but the second hit of the stun might be what punishes. It is! Kesnet chasing him down, but Mazino on the swing. The timing is so nice. The spike is now on the ground. Calm is there with him, but Kesnet pushing the pace.
I know exactly where.
Forcing them off the site. Here on either side, Shy tugging as best as he can. Getting his one kill. Calm! What a response! Getting him down to one. Context win the duel out against Kesnet, who's been so hot these last couple of rounds. Every single bullet is a threat. Every single shot is missed. It seems like nothing is connecting. And Tex wins the war of attrition. Go for it. Of course he does. I mean, why not? Melser still back sight. The hot shot rattles off. Doesn't connect, but Kesnet does. They've got to cut their losses. They can't. It seems like they're keen on taking one back, and they might not know Shy's here, man. This sucker punch is going to be devastating. Forget about Shy. Instantly spotted. Fault line turns around. Forget about the site. They're just going to deal with Calm. But there's no real way to get back into the site here. King's already been dropped. Oh, smooth little 2K for Heat there to clean things up as KRU gets 8. And so KRU narrowly avoiding disaster there.
Too many targets for Heat to actually acquire, but wow. I mean, you talked about disrespecting the one-way. It can be so damaging to you.
Aspas getting his one with the Guardian, dashing back away. And if they think they can continue to push into spawn, you're going to have to deal with Aspas, who's already been dealt with. But then Mazino, too. Both crumble. I mean, is this a ridiculous round out from KRU? This was a 2v4.
They found my wife.
And again, Melser with 8 HP. They've snatched this thing back. Unbelievable from KRU. Calm with so much left to do, but again, remember, Melser weak. Can he pull this off? Only finds his one.
We've seen how good they look on it.
Shot to clear any trips that might be there, but they waltz into KRU again. And so this seems like it's going to be another pistol that they can snatch back. It's just Tex and Mazino that are left. The perfection that they've been able to execute on this is ridiculous from Mazino. 3 on the round, again the frenzy. And Melser, before Melser gets another smoke up, he's got the paranoia. Finally, Lev get a pistol. A few players that we see run a frenzy and a pistol. And I mean, when he's doing things like that, it makes sense. I get it. As Mazino commits to getting the spike down, Kesnet tries to find a really good timing on Aspas. It's Shy who gets a kill, but again, the timing is great. Unfortunately for them, though, that's great here. Is either going to get traded out. This is a dangerous game you're playing. This is really aggressive. The flash on the other side, he's right next to him. Kesnet getting 2. Whether this, can they keep them back? Calm is the only one playing on the side as the smoke goes up. Mazino goes down. The spam through from Melser. This is so decisive. Forget about a bonus. That's Tex. The paranoia is out. Shy's still in a really good spot, though. He's buying his time as best as he can, but now falls at the hands of Tex. Heat on the swing, not able to connect. 4 fall the way of KRU. With all of Shy's utility, and there's nothing that's going to be covering the market crunch, like you said. The smoke comes out towards main, but it's already too late. Mazino's going to get the best of NTA. They've invested the Hunter's Fury as well. Shy buying his time. A perfect swing. Heat's there with him. And now with 13 seconds left, Calm can't get into the site. It seemed like they had everything they wanted on to B. He's spotted. Manages to TP away, but not for long.
Yeah, or so we thought.
Yeah, Mazino chases him down.
3 players at A. Kesnet gets the first. KRU gets the follow-up.
What in the world did KRU just do to Lev?
KRU are 5 out of 8.
I'm going to hold you on the stat. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
The Rolling Thunder's out, and they're going to try to flood him behind it, but Melser trying to keep them back, not able to do so. Mazino on the swing and on the punish. Now the smoke backside, but it's been fully disrespected by the defense. It does not matter. Leviathan mow over KRU. And that was on a lighter buy. They invest Aspas' ult. They had stingers. They did everything.
Calm does have drone, though.
Not used! He exposes his body to do a dart! And he gets picked because of it, and now Shy! He has free reign on the site, Doug!
Aspas down, the ult used from Kesnet. It's just Tex and Mazino left. That has been enough in the past, but can it be enough here? Look at Tex. He's managed to avoid the Rolling Thunder, but stays alive for now. The paranoia out. It's going to be a Tex by himself, and he will fall to Kesnet. That's a stark difference. KRU on the attack side. If you are just joining us for the first time and you're watching Abyss for the first time, oh, this could be disaster. couple of shots not landing from either side, and Melser's the one who falls at the end. They've gotten in through spawn. They're going to try to get out towards B, but you've got reinforcements. You've got help coming from the defensive side very quickly. If you want to win another pistol, it's got to be soon. Shy's left alone. A 1v3 now. Down to 2. Now how does Shy navigate this? A sheriff in the hands of Aspas and Calm. I forget about it. It's just Calm now. One tap. It's all it took. But Calm responds with a tap of his own. I guess it's just a matter of time. Text perhaps overstaying his welcome, but the switch out onto the Classic is able to get him a couple more kills. The paranoia timing is gorgeous, and the hold from Lev is even better. And then gets right back out. You're right, he doesn't get the kill, but and you can feel that crawling up your neck. You try to divide their attention and lean in towards B. Kesnet trying to keep him back, and the counterpunch from King. Oh, Heat.
No way.
He's gonna find the timing, isn't he? Oh, he does. Text dead. And now flashed by a little bit more time on top of the paranoia, though. With the help over the top, Mazzino's gotten it really far back. Shy can't settle the shots. A 1v2. He's been electric for KRU. Can he do it again? One found. Is Mazzino going to stick it the whole way? He's got the cove on the other side. The bluff has been called. Lev walk out on top. Wow. Splitting through the middle of the map with Stingers and one Vandal in the hands of Shy. They invest the Reckoning. Aspas teeing off with the op. That's another onto your count. And every single one of them lit up the Wisps, giving position away. Numbers the way of the defense.
Sheesh.
And now Melser left standing. And the wall's closing in. Melser falls as Aspas gets 3, and that's another round for Lev. I mean, a relentless approach, I guess, but it's just not working out in their favor, though. The 1-for-1 might be enough. They're fully committing onto this. The spike is just now getting its way out onto site, and there's really nobody else there. The defense has held the line. Stalwart in their approach. Shots not landing for the attack.
Shy saw him. Doesn't matter.
Snaps from King are so clean. Paranoia's traded. Aspas has to dash back, and then still lands a shot onto Melser. This feels a lot like what we saw the first 2 times these teams met. This feels a lot like what we saw on map 1. And I don't know where the breakdown comes, but it seems like it's arrived for KRU. Kesnet in a 1v4. How much more can he do? A Guardian in hand. The op-trained King on the flank. No shot for Kesnet. But KRU turning towards A. The paranoia is out. Aspas has already gotten the best of Shy. Maybe a little bit too cheeky there. On a second swing, a second approach. Oh no. Well, there he goes.
He's off the map, ladies and gentlemen.
Meanwhile,
Wait, he gets a kill!
How? Oh, we've got to see that back. What? Either way, a 2v3. Melser committing to the ult. King is dead.
Where's Kesnet?
Mazzino's behind. He's still falling somewhere. I don't know where he is.
Is he
but he's
still falling?
Yeah, he's still going down. Finally. Meeting his death. Mazzino's going to be on the defuse. He's gotten it to half the mollies in his lap. He has to get the space back up on a swing. How much more can he find? He tucks behind the cascade. You've got to challenge him. He gets it down to 1. Not able to control the second. And so the round slows down for just a moment. Just long enough for Aspas to reposition and strike fear into KRU once more.
So deep, it was getting slowly withered down, but now a new chance to build it up once more. And Mazzino, he's showing a lot of disrespect.
I mean, again, as Aspas tries to re-peek, but between cages and smokes, nothing lands. And now Kesnet's the one who's gotten really aggressive. They've gotten so much control on the site. They've got members up in heaven on both sides. But Aspas with op. Aspas with blades. No position is safe. He's got to know. MTA falls. And that was the rifle. It's just sheriffs now. The one benefit is they do have the spike down that one way. Fully disrespected.
1 enemy remaining.
Aspas has his 4. Trying to hunt down for the ace. The last blade will not connect. But Calm's left alone in a 1v1. This is very winnable for Shy, and he connects.
It's going to be an A commit here with KO Ultimate.
You're right, but the smoke is already ahead of it. I don't think they can make their way out of the smoke. I think they're stuck on the other side. They're going to have to flood out through this if they want to take a shot. That's exactly what they do. MTA on the bold swing as Melser continues to push. But the op tagging him. Heat not able to find safe passage out from the site. Do they even know he's there? I don't think they do. Tex, a sucker punch to get rid of the controller, but now what? They've got to continue to push this pace. Aspas on the tap. You think it's somebody else holding the line, not even able to get it to half. Oh, no, another. King plummets to his death as KRU get another round.
And so he should back off here. Oh,
there it is. One found.
Off early. That's a very risky play from Khan.
Plenty of misery to be had, and if you're going to have it, do it together because he's joined him. And King's actually the one who was able to get one with it, but Shy, a great take onto the site. On one side, and then you've got Melser on the other. Forget about it. There's no way in. So close. I thought he was going to strike, but he's buying his time as best as he can. Now on the prowl. Now moving forward. And do they understand the threat that's behind them? Do they understand what's nipping at their heels? Kesnet now striking. Aspas dead. And yeah, the spike's going to be planted, but are they going to be able to hold it back?
It's a 3v3.
Try to get away. A dangerous angle, and Kesnet decides to take a blade out at the most inopportune time.
Right there.
And now numbers the way of the attack. A tap of the spike. And it's just a bait. It's just a threat. Melser, a very bold approach, very bold swing.
I say that, but he opts to go for the plant. Does he know that there's players this close to him?
Surely. He's got to understand. Yeah, they had crosshairs trained on it, but the kill's not coming through quite yet. Now Mazzino striking 21 HP as he double dips, tries to triple, but it's Tex who gets the kills. Shy with a classic, Kesnet with a Marshall. He's gonna try to make something happen here, but really not equipped for it. Didn't have the weaponry. Tex gets his for him.
Come out of this position. And then they get a 2v1 onto Kesnet.
And yo, do you want to face check a harbor wall? I guess a flash will give you the confidence to do so.
That's what they're gonna try, but there's so much. But there are so many members on the side. Also keep a close eye on Shy's position. Tex wisely punishes him. He's left alone now. A beautiful retake from KRU. Off of Shy's timing, off of his positioning. Yeah, but look at the middle of the map and what's being taken and gathered for free from the defense. Oh, that was unfortunately a little ill-advised.
Yeah. And it's going to be a 5-man B execute with Aspas on the top ropes.
Shy again, having to deliver for his team. Able to clean up one, not able to find anything else. I mean, MTA, 1, 2, 3, every single one spotted. That's all right, even if the kills are a little bit messy. As you said earlier, better late than never. Com gets his 4, Lev gets to 11. As the paranoia is through, there are a lot of members of KRU here, and Lev don't have the space anywhere else on the map. This is dangerous. They're gonna have to brawl their way through this. Far out of reach. I mean, technically, they can try to TP through and scoop it up, but they've lost this duel. They've lost this fist fight. It's gone the way of KRU. If they're not careful, the crunch may be the other way. A 1-for-1. Aspas settles the shots, controls the spray, and gets the kill.
Confidence for Tex to creep slowly up.
That's big.
Yeah, that's a big kill from Kesnet onto Aspas there. But
yeah, the only rifle they had was in Aspas's hand.
What is Melser doing? What is Shy doing? Oh, Texi can't connect.
30 seconds left.
for the side of KRU, they got to get half, and they got to get it fast.
More harbor utility going up, a kill going back and forth, but Shy gets his third on the round. Melser's gonna get the defuse as KRU get to 7.
And the setup to this round has been so insane because Aspas is holding this midline the entire time with the operator. Now he decides to go back. MTA will get a pick onto Com.
I think he might be in a tucked corner. I don't think they know where he is. Now repositioning, taking a step back. Tucking behind the cave. MTA gets 4. Is he gonna try to do it again?
I swear if he does, that's insane.
He doesn't have the utility to do it. He doesn't have an updraft. He doesn't have a dash. He doesn't have anything like that. So he's gone as far as he will go. Now taking a step back. There's the ult that you mentioned from Com. As King tries to keep him back, Shy. Really nicely done, but Mazzino from up top brings down 3. No target is being given.
Everyone's so far back, and Mazzino cleans it up with 4 to the round. None of them going his way, but now Aspas is meeting Kesnet head on. A risky peek from Kesnet. Yeah, again, here we go. Ooh, almost another kill. Oh, punish from the side of Leviatán. Tex, the 1-2 punch with Aspas in this A main, and all of a sudden, full info gathered. This is going to be...
That's nicely handled. The dart goes out.
Oh,
MTA is still on the side here. He's positioned to give it away, though. Somehow gets 3! Keeping it close, keeping it competitive, and now Melser's in a really good spot. I don't think they know he's there. Aspas down to 70 HP. The paranoia is going to cause so many problems. Melser trying to will him over the line by himself, but it's coming to 1v1! And Shy keeps KRU alive!
and Tex took so much space on Catwalk, but he might get timing by Heat.
What? He wins that 1v1!
This has been so careful and so cautious and so effective for Lev. Remember the paranoia. Can MTA, can Kesnet do something about this? In the cope, recklessly pushing into one. That's all he finds. MTA with 5 HP has to somehow convert a 1v2, and he's got it down to 1.
He knows. He heard Tex.
A tap of the spike, a shock, make that 2. As Tex is jumping, he's baiting him into the swing. Now Bullet's given away. He understands where he is, and he hits the shot anyway. Heroics from MTA once more.
This might be a punish.
Oh, they've got to understand what's here. They've seen the molly, they've seen the paranoia, now they've seen Heat and cleaned him up. Everyone here, Aspa stashing forward, trying to find some cover in the cloudburst, getting aggressively in the face of Meltzer. Wraps around him.
What is that from King?
That's another one the way of Lev. Shy and MTA, yes, they've been good. Yes, they've been top bragging for crew. The drone comes out, it's cleared instantly.
I never saw Ospas as well underneath. Ospas gets a 3rd kill to the round.
Shy's left by himself with every single member of Leviatán still surviving, still conniving, and taking us to map 5, 13-10 the way of Lev.
It's drone in mid, but this is going to be met by Heat. Those footsteps. Oh, the flash is perfect. Tex, he gets taken out on accident. He didn't even mean to be the forefront right there.
Clean little right click. The net coming through, they're going to continue to try to push their way through the middle of the map, and it might be a problem. Go off, so it buys a little bit of time. They now understand where the hit is coming from, or at least a better idea of it. And now the knife confirming that everything around them has been surrounded. They've been put in the cage. Leviatán trying to keep them back. And it seems like the cage might be their comfort unless Kesnet can pull off a 1v2, and he cannot.
It's going to be a contact in the mid. Shy gets picked off for free.
Yeah, trying to run across and get involved in the play.
That's the 2nd time he's kind of gotten caught out in the open there.
What is that wall? Kesnet getting 2 massive kills, but look at where the rest of the team is. They're sectioned off of this wall that was thrown from the middle of the map. They knew where the rotations were coming through from, and with 50 seconds left, they can choose to fight mid or flip the map. I mean, they can hard freeze. They don't really need to take this if they don't want to. Meltzer does a lot of damage. 2 dinks there, but
he's got some kind of new weapon in the game. But regardless,
He's on the timing. He's on the swing. You're right. Oh, that's your teammate, brother. A little jump scare, all good. The dart back sight, but nothing's been cleared for heaven. It wasn't being watched. Can Aspas and Tex win this bonus? They've gotten into post plants, but this is a tough post plant. When you're down in numbers like this, it's not that simple, but Tex just picks them apart 1 by 1. Fall, 5, fall. Bye by power ace and the bonus for Lev. Trying to get really aggressive here onto Kesnet. He's the only one playing close by. Shy's gonna be forced to spam or at least tank the smoke and try to face it and capture timing, and timing has been found.
Spike down mid.
Shy finds his 2. The spike is now sitting in no man's land. A gun has been upgraded. Tex and King in a 2v4.
Oh, the first is good for King.
It was messy, but he got it through. And Tex continuing to push towards spawn. He might catch a timing on MTA, but now he's been spotted. The timing has been found. He's bought enough time to punish Tex, and that's exactly what he does. King cannot convert. It's a thrifty round win for crew.
And paranoia, most of the time, isn't really used to dissuade an operator. There's the first pick on a Tex. You have to dry swing, though.
Punish on almost hits that. And there's the ult that's been used for the first time. Mazzino's able to get the best of MTA as they've gotten back out onto the site. So the round is still up in the air. It's still messy. It's still complicated. Com's able to get 1, now 13 HP, switching over to the Phantom. In an awkward position where there's so much paranoia and there's so much fear of what's happening around you. He's going to have to double swing into both, and he can't.
It's basically just extra security for his teammates to play off of. Tex will get a spam on NTA.
Paying a life for a turret. Feels tough.
They do have this site for free after all.
It's not something they knew.
Oh,
a nice shot onto Kesnet. Again, they've been investing this wall to deny the flood out from market. He's hearing every single person come through. They're going to invest this lockdown. There's a lot on the shoulders here of Com and of Tex. If he can find the right timing here, this is going to be big. There it is. There's a timing. He gets 3 on the round. Swung onto the 4th, leaving things in a 1v1. Meltzer against Com. Com is so weak. 42 HP, a shock in his lap. Tries to swing. Meltzer pushing the matter and getting the kill for crew.
But now you have nothing. All you have these KO flashes from Heat. He's not even going to be in a spot where he can use them, though.
It's the Lev way to freeze, to slow things down. Aspas finding a scout, finding 2, finding all 3 with the blades.
10 seconds left.
A disgusting execute after freezing, cutting noise, baiting out that Omen paranoia.
Here.
We saw Mazzino using his nade in the back of Jen. Heat has nowhere to go.
Yeah. This defensive side of Ascent, you would think, is your advantage, but they're causing so many problems with this deadlock pick man.
The grav nets have been on point right now.
Mazino's been so good. MTA's getting caught, spammed through the smoke, nowhere to go.
It's round over right here. It should be at least, but Melzer has something to say about it.
A spam connecting, Kesner not able to land onto the shot, but that's another kill found. Try to connect onto it, but it's Kesnet somehow through all of that's left alone in a 1v2.
Hit both of these shots on the wide swing. Will they line up for him?
There's the swing onto both, you're right. And he manages to do so. Barely. Without taking damage, you're right. And then finally, the second blow is the decisive one. Oh, he knife out, trying to take some space.
Finds this timing.
What are you up to?
This would be absolutely ridiculous. Ah, King is too aware of it.
Here's that sensor, decides he has to take a different route.
Okay.
Meanwhile, that is a weapon upgraded for MTA. Still has light armor. Tech's trying to punish, but it's Mazino who cleans him up. Lev gets to 6. On the other side of it, there's got to be something to get heat off this line because this could be disaster. I guess that's what gets him off the line.
Exactly.
Aspas just crouch walking into it and dropping him. And that works, I guess. A smoke, a wall, and a camp up towards tree, too.
Sound sensor up.
This should be a spike plant unless Melzer is able to snatch this thing back up from heaven.
He got taken out early right there. So this heaven peak is all dry. Aspas has easy pick'ems here.
Even on the other side of the smoke, they tried smoking him off, but they knew that the smoke with the swing was coming in because of the sensor, and he tanks it. Fully faces it, and now the ult used. Not connecting. Kesnet with an Odin in a 1v3. That's 2 now. Time is of the essence. You've got to go fast. You've got to go now. Dropping down into the site, dropping down into his death.
Mazino's going for a fast trade here, and he gets it.
But he's also quietly, I mean, well, he's got a face full of lead now.
Very careful in this spot.
This hourglass is getting lower and lower. 15 seconds left. They haven't gotten a ton of space yet. The turret goes back up. There's a little bit of a threat now. One way to cover one side is they can focus elsewhere. Shot strikes at just the right time, leaving Aspas on his own in a clutch, dashing back, trying to buy a little bit of time, trying to buy a little bit of space. And it's Melzer with 3 as KRU get their 4th.
What kind of grav net is this? Is this for close left? That would be ridiculous. It doesn't even matter.
Aspas gets high ground and drops Kesnet.
Kesnet couldn't move.
That was just so well done.
Oh my gosh, Melzer gets spammed.
Through the smoke, picked apart, 1 by 1. And now forced to solve a 2v5 equation. And those numbers do not add up.
I know exactly.
Yeah, you just have to flood out of heaven here because of that Hunter's Fury.
1 enemy remaining.
The arithmetic's not getting any better. It's a flawless round for Lev. And Tex has to understand there's a little bit of presence here. Is there enough? Is there any more utility out from Mazino? He has a grab net. Still in hand. Is he convinced that that's where it's coming from? There's a net, but it's too little too late. That shock is going to hurt. They got him all there. Only 1 found, though. King just recklessly jumping through the smoke, somehow claiming a life with it. The dash is procced. The Sheriff in hand. Swings out, spots 1, able to clean him up. I don't know. Don't look at me that way. I have no idea. Still 2 more to be found. Not able to connect onto the second. MTA cleans him up.
Because that trip did not go off yet.
Yeah.
But it will in the mid-round.
No surprise.
There's a stun. Melzer, forget the stun. He takes out Mazino.
Wide swinging and moonwalking his way into landing that shot. A brief moment of peace. And off of that, they commit. Now trying to fight and deal with everything that's up in heaven, and they do so.
Dash is not popped.
Sensor goes off, paranoia goes through. Aspas gets the kills, and there it is, just like that.
Oh.
But it's only 1 found.
Here, or he might not be standing quite more. Aspas and Tex are all swinging together. Mazino with the follow-up.
This is disaster. This is disaster.
Spike down mid.
Into mid from the rest of the squad of KRU, and now it's a 3v1 for Shy, and he gets taken out for free. It's somehow connected onto Mazino.
There may have been a knife go out. Yeah, it may have been a knife for something. Either way, they're still going to have to deal with the sound sensors. Aspas is able to punish onto 1, but they're still trying to make their way out onto the site. That is a bold TP from King, but takes a step back. Is that going to connect?
It does.
Will. Forced to sit and watch in a blue screen. They're going to try to save him, but I don't think they can. Shy will fall.
Paranoia right there.
But it doesn't hit Melzer. You got to be careful. He's already found 1. Can they flood around it? Melzer gets 3 on the round. He's got to get them all by himself, but he can't. Close. Now the trip's cleared. Mazzino is in a really good spot. He's playing on the other side of smoke. Aspas has to take a step back, but he's overwhelmed. He's outgunned.
Target down.
What can Mazzino do to counter?
30 seconds
Tex is
left.
so far away from the play. And that's not one down. Make that both.
Placing alarm bomb.
KRU have clawed their way back into this. Tex, they're coming for you.
He's too good with his gun. I've seen him so many times saving an operator for Aspas and connecting every single shot. Everyone, keep in mind, this was a chamber player.
Attacking a couple, a little bit of damage dealt.
Oh. Oh my gosh, he's stuck right behind this wall. He can updraft past it if need be.
But then he'd get stunned.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
My ult's ready.
almost doesn't get out.
Yeah, still back in spawn. Thomas invested the ult on this.
Oh.
They've thrown so much into this round.
30
They've got to
seconds
find a
left.
way to convert. The blades are on the site. King is here. It's only a 1-for-1 though. Aspas with 87 HP, no armor to speak of. He tries to get over the top. The spam from MTA is too good. Whoa. Can the op connect?
That could have.
One spotted.
Player standing.
He still gets that. It's all onto Kesnet. A 1v2. The need to deliver from the star. One has been found. Can Tex land the shot? Dashes across. He buys so much time. There's none left. They hunt Tex down. Kesnet with 3 at the Red Bull clutch as KRU get to 9.
Paranoia, this could do a lot of damage.
They've walled them off, but the spam and the nade are too good.
What can they do?
They're all huddled in here on the side.
Oh,
The
that's
smoke
one.
goes down. MTA falls. It's a little bit of a 1-for-1. No real way to upgrade weapons, though. So the defense is forced. It's thrown back onto this sheriff situation, and Kesnet wins those 9 times out of 10.
A lot of utility here. A lot of traps.
I don't feel good about this. The paranoia is out. Aspas able to get a second. Dashing around, staying alive. Make that 3.
They're wary. They saw Aspas here, but he still gets 1.
And that's an important one, too. And now everyone else has arrived. Texas joined the fray. The spike is sitting on the ground harmlessly, and now the ult dropped. MTA is going to be lured all the way into his death with 10 seconds left. They've got to commit to getting a spike down. Texas still playing back sight. How much more can he do? It's calm over the top. KRU crumble. The paranoia's out. They're going to try to swing into this, and the grab net straps them into the ground. Pulls them into their death, but Heat on the counter. Can he punish with the outlaw? 1 found, make that 2. And just like that, and as all 3 members of LEV start to push their way in, he will fall. Leviathan are grand finals bound.